Here's Cerruti in his own zone. He just chips it out to center ice. Paul Daly up with it. Daly with a shot, and that's steered aside by Holmes. Daly chases it down in the near corner of the Sooner zone, sends it in behind the net. Meiselman got tripped up behind the net. Now he's looking for the puck, gets it on his stick. Daly in front is tied up. Meiselman able to walk out. He'll fire a shot, scores! Dan Meiselman with the goal. And Meiselman just able to walk right out and put one in past Holmes, and the Icers are on top by a score of 1-0. Goal comes at 4:41. Friedman and Daly pick up the assist for Paul. That's his 98th career point. And for Meiselman, that is his fourth of the season. Still 1-0 Icers. 16:35 left here in this third period as Cerruti score! Meiselman with his second as he picks up the loose puck in front, and there is a case of good things happening when you go to the net. Cerruti missed it, but Meiselman carried on, and he buries his second of the afternoon, and the Icers lead it 2-0. .327 time of the goal. And for Dan, that's his fifth. I think Cerruti's going to pick up one assist. We'll wait to see who gets the other. And an interference penalty coming up against Blake Martin of OU, and the Icers are going to go on the power play, and they gave the goal to Cerruti with the assist from Meiselman and Daly. And for Paul, that's his 99th point. And Martin in the box for interference. 3:30 the time of the call, and the Icers go on the power play. They were 1 for 8 last night. Dolan at his own blue line, cross ice near side to Laux. Laux back to Dolan. Saucers a long pass to Friedman. Friedman over the line. McDonough heads to the front of the net. Friedman with a shot that goes through the crease. Kept in at the far point by Dolan. Now McDonough battles for it. Puck bounces off McDonough to the near side. Travis McKinney with it for the Sooners. Now Puente chases it behind the net. McDonough gets to it first and cycles to Friedman. Back to the point to Laux. He'll go across the blue line. Dolan with a blast and went off the heel of his stick to the far corner, but McDonough there to get it. McDonough cycles. Backdoor. Friedman tried to tip it in front. Where is it? It's underneath Holmes, and that brings the stoppage finally with 14:41 left in the period and 12 seconds left in this power play opportunity. Great shift by this power play unit as Friedman, McDonough, and Longo head off. And once again, to start this second semester, Guy Godowski not working power play units out, just rolling lines. But that was a good shift for that line. They've had a good weekend here in the Heartland. Just 10 seconds left in the power play as it's worked back to the point to Jensen. Jensen with a snapshot, knocked down in front, scores on the rebound. Taylor Holstrom with the power play goal, and it is 3-0 Icers. Long shot from well outside the blue line, wide off the end glass, taken by Madrazo. And Blake Martin fans on the shot as the stick came right out of his hand, and it's dumped in past the OU defense, so Holmes has to come out and play it away from Holstrom. Craig Martin with it. Headman pass to Boehm, and he is sent hard to the ice by Steve Edgeworth as Boehm wasn't looking, and Edgeworth just lowered the shoulder into the ice zone. Madrazo comes out between the face-off circles to play it. And then the Icers cough it up as Michael Longo gave it away, but Jensen gets it back again and sends Longo over the line. He'll drop it to McDonough. Now Friedman up with it. Chips it into the far corner of the Sooners zone. Gets it back on his stick again as the Sooners turn the puck over. Friedman back to the point to Laux. Laux back to Friedman, left wing half wall. Into the corner, McDonough. Back to the point, Laux. He'll blast one that hits somebody in front and skims wide of the net. Jensen hit from behind, knocked to the ice. Friedman battles for the puck on the far side, picks it up to Longo in the corner. Now Friedman with it. Friedman has a look, takes his time. to Jensen. Jensen just banks it off the boards in behind the net. Longo there to pick it up. He'll leave it for McDonough. McDonough doing a Gretzky behind the net, comes to the near side. McDonough with it. He'll cycle it down low. Longo lets it go. Friedman takes it in the far corner. He'll work it back to the point to Laux. Laux fakes a shot. Now he fires one. Taken high by Holmes and picked up by the Sooners. Sent down the ice. 40 seconds left in the power play as Madrazo sends it over the line. Touched by McDonough, so no icing. He battles with Zender, who comes up with a puck. Sends it back to the far point where it's kept in by Dolan. Brian Dolan works it down the far wall. Watched by Hudson. Now Saad with it. George tied up by Zender. He spins away from him. Gets it to Collins. Collins having a look. Out in front to Saad. Off his stick. Back to the point to Petrick. He'll cycle to the far wing. Down low to Collins. Good puck movement by the Icers. 12 seconds left in the power play as Dolan has it near point. He'll just chip it in the corner. Saad centered it out in front and hopped over the stick of Acker. Dolan keeps it in at the point. Penalty is over. The Sooners back to full strength. And Zender up with a puck, but good pressure still by the Icers in the Sooners zone as Collins battles for it along the far wing. Tied up by Brown. Puck comes back to the point. There's a blast off the stick of Edgeworth, high and wide. Dolan keeps it in at the far point. Zender up with it, and it's lifted high out to center ice. And Hudson there, he'll blast it from the blue line, and Madrazo will direct it into the near corner. Sooners finally able to get some fresh troops over the boards after some sustained pressure by the Icers. The Icers back to full strength as Collins joins the play. And a shot gloved by Madrazo, and Matt puts on a bit of a skating performance as he slides out to the corner with 19 seconds left. So we will endeavor to get this one completed without much more ado. And the Icers can head home with a weekend split here in Oklahoma as it's chipped out to center ice with just 12 seconds left. So much better effort here this afternoon than we saw last night as it goes out of play with 6.4 left on the clock. And Penn State that length of time away from improving to 15-4 on the season. And as I said, they really needed to right the ship here this afternoon, and it looks like they have done that. They had a few defensive miscues in their own zone, but certainly much fewer than we saw last night and Wednesday night in Philadelphia as this one is over. And the Icers win it. Matt Madrazo with the shutout, his second of the season. And